I fly planes. I'm doing my private pilot license.
Hold on, stop.
No. My mum took me to do my first flying lesson when I was 16.
100 can kill a gorilla, you know.
With weapons? With weapons?
With things.
With bare hands. Bare hands. He's saying bare hands.
Let him know. There's a tower called the Analma Tower.
Yeah.
This one is hanging from an asteroid in space.
I heard about this.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah. He said to me, I said to him, but he said to me, "You're blessed, mum. Yeah, with my blessings." I was saying to him, you got a man like he said that we're blessed because it's really be less. And he goes, well, it's like he's saying, like I thought about his real way. He says like it's how you say it, and they like. Do you believe that I'm telling you to be less when I'm telling you it? Then yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? But if that's not how you're saying it with the intentions of, that don't mean that. I like telling man good morning, say about the good morning thing, and we shouldn't say morning because it means return how they wrote it. But like when you say it to somebody still, what's intention? You mean it with a happy.
Exactly.
We don't mean it like I want it to die or nothing like that. I mean a really good morning waking up. You know what I'm saying? But she said she noticed the guy moving funny. You can't help that.
Police. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He said if she never get too involved,
bro,
she will still be.
Yeah, when I'm working my certain positions, I'm not trying to do it to be like Captain Save everybody.
You just describe the whole thing what I was saying, bro. I've got a new fungi coming out that's gonna be flesh eating. Yeah.
See it there?
I've got a new flesh eating fungi coming out. Yeah. It's gonna like it will eat your flesh. That's what it's saying. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the second episode. We are here again. Welcome to all my co-hosts in the building, Danny Bizzle, yeah? Man like Ash, you already know True Talk, you get me? And we've got the special guest in the building.
My brother Reeks.
Come on.
You already know.
Come on. You know already, it's me, Henny, GYG Music, you already done know already. And it's the Stand On Business.
Stand On Business.
Stand On Business Show.
Hey.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get into it. I'm going to start today.
But before I even start, I want to know how you feeling.
I'm feeling great, bro.
Come on.
How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling
I'm happy to be here, man.
Nice. Like to be here again for another, before we're going to stop. I feel like, forget P. Diddy, but I thought we don't stop. I thought then we don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah, man. So listen, we're going to do something different today, and we're going to bring in a special guest today. I like my brethren, my homie, my brother, True Talk, to bring in his special guest today that he brought to us. And this is real stuff. Salute to you, my brother. Let him talk, man, please.
Yes. So, this young man, I've known this young man for a long time. I've known this young man since he was a small boy. Now he's a big man doing great things. I can't lie. His journey has been amazing. So we're going to just go through some of the stuff that he's been through, how we know each other. And I'm just going to let him introduce himself. So introduce yourself, my bro.
Yeah, man, my name's Reeks. I'm from Thornton Heath, Croydon. And yeah, man, that's me.
Salute.
Come on, Reeks.
Come on.
So me and Reeks, we share, we're from a similar background, yeah?
Definitely.
And we happen to come from the same area, yeah? But what this man has done and some of the things that he's achieved has to be celebrated, you feel me?
I appreciate that, my bro, honestly.
So, first thing I want to ask you, yeah, is obviously we both grew up in Heath. We're both from the lane, yeah? But what was it? Big up the lane, you understand? You already know.
We got smiles, we got 100 likes, to get rid of snow. You already done that already.
But I was going to say, what was the turning point that made you step away from the streets? And what moment or what conversation was it that changed the trajectory of where you were, where you was going to go?
To be honest with you, yeah, I don't think I can say there's one particular thing that happened that made me say, I'm going to stay away from that path and go over there. It's been a mad journey. I feel like, and I'm still learning, I'm not quite there yet fully, but it's a process. But
Humble.
I feel like there's just many things along the way. Becoming a parent, I went to prison. I was incarcerated for a period of time. I feel like, yeah, that happened. I went to prison 2000 and all of 19, came out 2020. And I came home and I just thought jail was a waste of time. Like, I've wasted my time. I've stressed out my mum, my dad. I haven't been able to go see my bread. Like, this was a waste of time. So I came home and I wasn't quite done with the streets, but it was a progress where I felt like, okay, I have to move more on point now and I have to maneuver a certain way. Further down the line, I became a parent. Again, another point where I was like, I now have to move a bit more on point. I'm not only outside for myself, I have someone that needs me and those things. And then just a mindset thing, like, I feel like if there was 20 men from my block, I was active, like I'm really active at a certain point in time. And I got to a point where I'm thinking, the things that I'm passionate about and care about and want to react to, 15 men on my block wouldn't react to. So it's like, raw, like me and the 5 that want to risk it, what are we risking it for, car? This might not even be my argument. In fact, times it hasn't been nothing to do with me. But just because of how I am, or I want to defend my brethren. So I start to look, right, like, if my brethren don't really care about this, and I go and get 25 years, my mum don't want to hear that. My mum don't rate that. My son ain't gonna rate that. That dad's doing 25 for an argument that a man didn't care about. So when I started preying certain things like that, I started traveling. That was another thing. When I started traveling, I came off license. I traveled, like that first year I came off license, I think I went to like 8 different countries that year. I was hardly here. Spain, Dubai, Santa. I just traveled a lot. And when I saw that other parts in the world, as much as I love my little green lane, that is so far from...
We all love that place, man.
Yeah, like, that is so far from like reality in other these places. When I go to Dubai, people don't want to hear about road stuff and all of these things. So yeah, like it was just a journey. And then slowly but surely, over a period of time, I just discovered what I want to do with my life, what's important to me. And then now I just try, and like I said, I'm not quite there, but it's a journey and I'm proud of where I am today.
I'm proud of where you are today.
Yeah, bro, you know how it was. So
I'm proud of where you are today,
appreciate that,
man.
my bro.
And the reason why I want to highlight it is because not only just because I know you personally and because I've known you most of your life, but it's just because I wish that a lot of your peers, my peers, realize how much man can really do if you just figure out what it is that you love and you're passionate about. Do you get what I mean? And stop following a design that was created for you that isn't really for you. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
You control the design. You create the design. This is what we're putting.
I know it's hard, but road isn't the only way. Even though we all do, we all come from that. I get it. You get me completely. You understand? But really, there isn't. You know. And like, listen. The point is that I want to tell. I need to hear what it is that you do in 2025 that can show these youths here that you can do anything. And how old are you again, please, brother?
I'm 24, my bro.
24, my bro, right? I want us. I like Ash, just please show this, to break this guy into. We need to know.
All right.
You know, it's deep. Like this why he's here today. You understand? Because he used to be a roadman. He told you that. You heard he went to jail, did all of that, right? I know Bear, you man did the same thing too. You understand where I'm coming from? But it doesn't mean that's where your life ends, innit? And he's about to show you why and how what you become. You're gonna be like, what? All right, man.
So there's one thing, that when I first saw you when you first came out of jail, not when you first came out of jail, when I saw you when you first came out of jail, I see you get me, I was happy for you, we had to tear. But then I see you doing something that I never thought I would ever see anyone from my block or someone I know personally being able to say they do, innit? And the minute I saw that, I always knew that this day would come.
Right.
I said, bro, my little bro's doing that.
I said, come on, tell him what it is.
No one can't chat for this shit ever again.
You got to people in suspense. For this shit ever again. You got to people in suspense right now. Tell me what's going down.
Do you know what's funny? That I got into, so I fly planes. I'm doing my private pilot license.
Hold on, stop.
No. You said it calm. Yeah, he said it calm. He said it calm.
He said he flies planes. He's got his private...
I'm doing it.
You're doing that, right? But still clap, man. Come on, man.
I appreciate that.
From the streets to an airplane, bro. Salute to this guy, yeah? You can do anything you want, yeah? Stand on business. That's what it is. Go ahead, man.
And you know what's funny about that is that my mum took me to do my first flying lesson when I was 16, 15. I wasn't even fully outside yet. And I really liked it, but the other things in my area was more predominantly on the forefront of my mind. So even when I've gone jail, imagine this, it's funny. Big up Lowski, my boy. We're sitting on the yard one day and I'm looking in the sky. He's like, bro, like, Reeks, why are you always looking in the sky, bro? Like, I'm like, bro, I'm just looking at the planes. And like, he's like, why? He's like, bro, I need to fly them. And We're both in jail, about to get sent. Like, there's other things going on. He's thinking, looking at me like, why is Reeks talking about flying planes? And he just brushed the conversation, And so anyway, I've come out of jail. I've started taking flight school more seriously now. Within the last few years before that, I went once, twice. So I've come home. I'm going regularly. Like, I'm in my flight school bag. And I remember he showed me like, yo, bro, like, you actually went and done it. And I was like, bro, them days I'm sitting on the yard watching the planes, I'm telling you, when I get out of this situation,
manifestation.
That's what I'm going to do.
Manifestation,
so, man,
See, it's like, when you get to a certain point in your life, some pivotal things happen that give you the inspiration. But some people, they just sit down in a box. Like, if you're in prison, you don't have to actually be there. Mentally, spiritually, do you know what I'm saying? So make sure that you utilize time. It's not just about being in prison, but time in general.
Well, when I was in jail, but I didn't make it affect me at all. Like, if anything, I used it to I got healthy, I got fit. Like, I was writing bars every day, like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? If anything, I used it. It was a good time, more clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No alcohol in the system. So you look at the good points of it. It's actually got good factors more than bad factors.
People don't realize rehabilitation
is a real thing.
A real thing.
Yeah.
Remember, you eat at a certain time. It's regimented.
Like,
some people are slack in there every day. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't got a proper routine.
It gives you a routine, definitely.
So
it's funny. I always tell people like, I don't miss jail because I don't like to put that out. But the part of jail where you have a structure, routine, that part on the roads, you don't have that. I can wake up when I want. I can go sleep when I want. I can. You don't really have that structure. I find that I'm a better person than myself when I have a structure within just the things that, even if it's an activity I'm gonna do, or I say every morning or every morning I'm gonna go do this. That having that structure, it's not actually prison I miss, but once you have that structure, if you can take it on the outside with you,
it's good.
Trust me. That leads to my next question. The question is, what did flight school teach you about discipline, focus, or even freedom that the roads couldn't?
Everything. You see, like, in that environment, the conversations you have, the people you talk to, the things that opens up. As you know, as black people, we get stopped by police a lot, As soon as I get stopped and they say, what do you do? I say, I go flight school. They just deal with me just a little bit better. Just that little bit tag on.
You're pilot. Sorry.
Especially when they give me the chance to take out my phone and actually show them me flying. So it's a whole different thing. And I think it just taught me that, like, there's so much more to life than, again, degree lane that I know. Like, for such a long period of my time, that was my sole focus. That's all I cared about. That's all that mattered. No one couldn't come in. No one can't violate us. We're this, we're that. And then it's like, when you realize that those things are so trivial and there's so much more, I think flight school taught me that definitely. Like, I think from there, I kind of, from young I knew that, but like I told you, it was a journey. So even when I went, I knew that, but I was still caught up in other stuff. Where then, when I actually started to realize what's going on, I was like, like, that don't make sense, and this is what makes sense.
I'm glad you did it, bro.
I'm glad you did it. Salute, man. For real.
Did you get me? Because it even inspired me, bro. I'm not gonna allow never fly a plane. I'm not on it, bro. I like to be. I don't want it to be up to me. You get me? But it was inspirational, brother. You get me? Like, very inspirational because it's something different.
As your flight man, what do you think of the flying taxis coming out in China right now?
I see that on my Instagram, man. I just think aviation's a thing, like, it's just... So.
Do you think there'll be a lot of crashes, or do you think they've got their thing planned properly to the max, or what do you reckon? I was saying, what if they had like because I'm thinking, the only thing I could see them doing is having a parachute that shoots out the propeller, so that if it does go any funny, it can because the taxi ain't too big.
Yeah.
So it'd be enough to have a nice parachute that could, you know what I mean? Something to carry the weight.
What you have to look at is like, cool, we got drones, I got a drone. They're just going to make a larger scale
of a drone.
So the technology is already there if you think about it. It's just about scaling it.
Right.
It's like It's like I'm not sure which year. I think they got the train idea from an elevator. I think at first.
Yeah,
one of the two. Yeah, I might don't quote me on that, but I'm sure that's what they're gonna do.
One.
Yeah, so they just scaled.
You know we get fact checks.
Yeah,
we do fact check. Word to Fifi. Word to Fifi. We got the fact checking going on.
Stuff, you know.
Yeah, so I guess in that sense they'll just scale it. Aviation's mad. Like I went to Dubai a couple weeks ago,
right?
And I flew business with Emirates. I was lucky enough to do that.
And it's not a flex. It's just they got
the Dubai vlog's coming out soon. But they got a bar on the plane.
Okay.
A bar, like a whole. You look like you're in a club, maybe.
Right.
And it's just like like aviation's come a long way. So I think regarding your question, all these things are definitely possible.
Good man. Listen. Salute to you, my brother. You done well, bruv. For real, bruv. You know what I'm saying? From the block to the airplane, man.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie. See, aviation, bro, I was preying this thing as well when I was a youth still. But the thing is that scared me, I got a book from, what's it, Clapham Junction Library. Yeah, and I was looking at the Boeing 747s and it taught me a lot about how, you know, like when planes fly, when they land, they don't just go up and come down. They circle and slow down the speed. Depending on what aircraft it is, don't get me wrong. But like Boeing 747, that's one of the techniques. But like somebody I know that goes to my mum's church, he basically was like doing the aviation thing at uni and whatnot. When I heard the fees, hundreds of grand, I said to myself, where am I going to get that from? Don't get me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, no, maybe the dream's over. But we're going to listen today and find out how this young well, he's a big man still. But he
said how he did it. He said he went to the aviation because the classes in it first, didn't it?
No, but
how did you start this whole thing in the first place then?
I'll be honest, luckily my mum and dad financed a lot of the start of my license.
But you said when you was 15 or something.
Yeah.
So what were they financing when you was 15?
What he's talking about, the hundreds of hundreds of thousands, is the whole package to becoming a commercial pilot license. But the very first thing you have to do, whatever route you do, is something called private pilot license. That's what I'm doing. Private pilot license is between 10 to 15 grand. So whatever you want to do, you have to go and get that. You can get that and you can then fly anywhere privately you want. But to go in further, to be a commercial pilot, you have to do the other licenses. Which is the 250. So right now, I'm in the first stage of doing my private pilot license.
The money you can earn from private, you can probably get to do your thing.
So yeah, like, do you know what's mad? I've got a few ideas, but once I get my private license, there's a few other licenses I want to get, and then I would like to go and do some work in Africa. Do some flying work in Africa. That's flying safari tours. Do those things.
That's my young G.
That's my plan. That's my plan for that. I don't know
exactly
exactly if I want to go commercial, but we'll see. I got a couple other
you got life ahead of you, man.
going
You never
on.
know, you know. You might get older and be like, you know what? I might start going commercial now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I feel like it, you know what I mean?
You know what's mad, yeah? Because I was going to ask you, what would you tell your 16-year-old self now on the block, yeah? But I still want you to answer that question. But I want you to know that 24 years old, thinking how you're thinking, do what you're doing, man's super proud of you and you're doing bits already. But what would you tell yourself at 16 years old as a man now?
To a 6-year-old, you didn't listen to nobody.
I know.
Yeah. What would I tell myself at 16? Like, you know what? I was talking to a young kid the other day, yeah? He's not from London, but he reminds me of me a little bit. He's gassed. He wants to bang out in his pagans, all of these things. And I was telling him, I was like, I'm not going to preach you, bro, because where you are, you're not even bad. I know. I'm 2 times worse than what you was. So I'm saying, but what you think is important now, even in 18 months, is not going to be important. 36 months. And I think I would just tell my 16-year-old self that I think, bro, at 16, I used to talk to my brethren Grinner. Just say, bro, like, we'll be lucky to make it to 21. So that's where my mind was at. That man would be like, living how we're living. And that's mad.
For real. That being your reality must be work.
Yeah,
for a lot of people, that's how it is.
I remember getting to 21 thinking, raw. Man, we never thought man would make it to those ages. So I just think 16-year-old me, I would just try and guide and tell them, like, this doesn't have to be your reality. Like, it doesn't have to be. Don't get twisted. Some things is what it is and they are what they are, but you are in control of what you do. So, and see me, I don't like to think about bad things or bad energy. If man say they're gonna still do me whatever, that's on them. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I'm doing, and this is the energy I'm rolling with. In person, things are what they are. It is what it is. But I don't walk around with that energy no more because I just would rather not. I just live my life, travel, be in places where I don't think that man can really afford or be at.
That's it.
Just doing my thing.
Come on.
Yeah, and just try and maneuver like
Upper
that.
echelon, you know, like that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
What am I saying now? Yeah, man, you smacked it, bro. For real, though.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Come on,
Thank
squad,
you.
you know.
Thanks for bringing the pod.
Yeah, no, I had to.
Thanks for bringing it down. Like you're good for the youth to see, and this is perfect for what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I salute to that. Yeah, done already. Yeah. So how you feeling, bro?
Feeling amazing.
You feeling good?
Bro.
How you feeling, my G?
Bro, I'm feeling good,
Don't you think that's good stuff, man?
Come on,
we got to thank True Talk, man, for bringing it down today, man. He's one of the best guests, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't talk.
All right, so Mr. Bizzle.
Yes, my G.
Last week, we was going somewhere that we didn't get to finish off.
Okay.
And I was talking about, what was it again? I can't remember. I think you know what it is, man. Something to do with a Pacific animal.
Okay,
And we never got to finish that animal off.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know if you want to start like that, it's up to you, but you know, if you want to hit them with that one, that'd be
that's no problem.
Yeah, all right, we were there.
So basically, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I find these things fascinating.
Right.
You see me?
Right.
Because it's like being in city life, we don't really get to see certain things. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But anyway, so 10 insane facts about silverback gorillas. Stronger than a pickup truck. A silverback gorilla can deadlift between 2,000 and 5,000 pounds. That's the equivalent of lifting a small car. No gym, no warm-up, just raw primal power.
Right. My best deadlift is 250, yeah, and that's good for me, you know what I'm saying? This guy said how much?
2,000, between 2,000 and 5,000.
Madness.
See, I don't even deadlift, love.
Yo, bro, listen, man.
I muscle up though.
I don't even know if
I
deadlift.
I think
bench I'm at like 80 kg or something.
Oh, okay. Nah, but yeah, man, deadlift, man, I got 250 up there, you know what I'm saying? That's still good, you know what I'm saying? Damn, anyway.
Nah, straight. Yeah, I'm moving on. A grip that crushes skulls. Now remember, remember how dense the cranium is, you know? And if it can crush your skull, man, come on. That's mad. Bro, you know what's mad though? On some of these platforms, I've been seeing this thing saying like 100 man versus a gorilla.
Yeah, that's a jackass thing.
That's an idiot thing.
What do you think about that? 100 man must can rap a gorilla.
Bro, are you sure though?
100 man.
Listen, one second.
No weapons.
You just said that a gorilla, right?
Yeah.
You just said.
Yeah.
Remember, I said that the normal man, between 250 and 300 kg is a big deadlift. All right? That's a big deadlift.
So 10 man of that's 3,000.
Listen, man. That's deadlift.
The
gorilla does
between 2,000 and 5,000.
That's just a deadlift. That's not even a
without
swing
no
arm.
warm up, no gym.
10 of him can lift. What do you say? 250.
Yeah.
Or between 250 and 300.
Yeah.
That's 3,000, 2,500.
Yeah, but that's I get you, but he can have enough time to like box one man away. He can have 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
So
out of 100 man, 30 man are mash up.
What?
Nah, bro.
If there's 100 man moving to the gorilla.
All right. Is it normal?
Let me tell you why.
Don't matter what kind of man. There's no weapons involved.
Okay,
but every man's over. I'm sorry, man. Every man's over.
Man.
I'm with, bro.
Sorry, man.
I can think about it.
Man, no. The thing is, with humans,
the gorilla has gorilla
different
tactics.
between animals.
Gorilla, bro. It's a wild animal.
Got
doesn't
primal
care like
instinct.
That's
exactly.
He's not trying to swing a fight.
Exactly.
Eat your face off with your arm.
Ain't got no conscious. Like,
ain't got no
they don't
conscious
think
like that, bro. It's
if
to
I
arms
kill a
and
man,
legs and all that. It's not on them jackass things. They'll be like, yeah, come and square up. Yeah, let's do it. No, ain't doing that. It's tearing off ligaments, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's my exact argument. He don't have those behavioural instances that say 10 man go to the front, 10 man get one leg.
Okay, he's talking about logic. He's talking about the power of
logically, bro.
But they're too powerful. It doesn't matter.
1 second, this is what I'm saying. Before
they're gonna stomp on man and not.
100 man can kill a gorilla, you know.
With weapons. With weapons.
And I just said
With
things, with
no,
things.
With things.
no
With bare hands. Bare
No,
hands.
He's
Listen to what
saying
I'm
bare
saying.
hands.
Let him know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If 6 men are gouging out his eyeballs, he can't see.
You gotta
out
get
that
to the
eye.
eyeballs first. That's the whole point. You gotta
There's
get to the
100 men.
How you gonna jump? Do I big gorillas, bruv? It's totally. Nah, come on, bro. You're taking the myth.
I think you are
Gorilla-
downplaying the number of people that were saying.
You're downplaying the size of a human being to a gorilla.
100 people. Do you know there's nothing that 100 people can't do strength wise together?
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you.
50
You're right.
Listen, 50
You're
people
right.
could pull a plane.
Listen, you are right, but listen, one point. That the size of a gorilla to a normal man.
That's better for the man. The gorilla's got to come down here.
So how can he get to his eyeballs and the guy's eyeballs?
When he comes down here.
He ain't gonna come down there because he'll be swinging.
Lads,
His arms, listen, his arms.
This is
touch
on
the
full
floor like
circle.
this.
You know when they reach this point
They're
where
gonna swing it
it's not going nowhere.
Bro, listen.
So 100 men dead.
I think 100 man's gone.
100 men.
I thought
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
same.
So you think they're gonna beat him? Yeah.
I just said 30 men dead.
All right. So you think
I logically think with ropes and with logic, they can subdue.
Yeah, with weapons, but there's no weapons involved. We're talking bare hands.
Because we're not animals that are primal and vicious in that sense. So we don't war like that. We ain't gonna be able to physically
But the
fight
mission
like
is
that.
100 man versus a gorilla.
100 men
I
in
think
No
life or
weapons,
death.
bare hands. Yeah.
So you think 100 of you, life or death, none of you are making out? One.
Nah,
No,
I won't be.
he's
I'm
down-
ducking. I'm
he's
not
downplaying his
I'm not in the first place. I'm not being in the first place. I'm
Alright, let's
I'm
move on,
Lads,
nigga. Let's
come on,
move
come
on.
on.
You understand, but you know,
So
it's like it's all good though. It's all good.
Man.
Yeah, I get.
hold on.
Alright, you got
This
more?
is- Nah, this is where this argument's gonna go and get
Oh
twisted
my
now.
god, you got
Because
more.
I hear this froze like a catapult. You know them thing that they put,
Yeah. So God.
bro.
Say
So,
what?
yeah, a silverback can hurl 200 pounds object. Yeah, over 30 feet.
So he can get a man and just go.
Yeah. The distance of a football
100 man's
field.
done. I'm sorry.
Bro, you're not listening.
I'm sorry.
The distance of a football field.
Yes, football field.
Bro, 200 pounds. Logs, boulders, even rivals.
Bro.
He can pick up one of his own and
Yeah.
fling it
Come
like
on,
it's
bro.
nothing.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
100
That's
man.
mad.
I don't want to keep getting here, man, but it's over, man. But
Yeah.
all right, man. All right, man.
I hear this now.
Let's go.
Bench press beast.
Yeah.
Silverback gorillas are estimated to bench press between 1,800 and 4,000 pounds based on muscle mass and functional strength. What would be a record-breaking lift for a human routine movement for their size? So, bro, it's mad. It's mad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
All the
man.
volunteers.
bro.
All the
Yeah?
volunteers.
10 times their own body weight.
10 times, bro. Like,
Now all right, so silverbacks can lift over 10 times their body weight, meaning a 400-pound gorilla
yeah.
can potentially lift more than 4,000 pounds. That's mad.
I hear it, man. I hear what man are
But
saying.
go on, carry on. Give me some more, man.
The tree climber in turbo mode.
Right.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. All this
Bro,
stuff means something. Keep
They
going,
can
man.
scale a 30-foot tree in seconds. Yeah, no
Keep
rope,
going, man.
no harness, nothing.
They're animal
Claws,
Tarzan.
muscle, gravity
They're the real
defying
Tarzan.
speed. Their powerful limbs and flexible joints allow them to climb quickly, escape from danger, and move easily through dense forest terrain.
Mm-hmm.
The strength of 10 men.
That's what I'm
Now,
saying.
this is one gorilla. So if
Right.
we're saying 100 man, so that's 10 times 10. So he's already got 10 man on. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, it's
This is what I
mad.
said. He's gonna mash up 30. 30 man's dead. Yeah. 30 man mash up bad. And 40 man got true in it.
All right,
You
hear
know
this.
All right, listen, bro. I'm going to stay there and take for hours, yeah?
No.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up.
Yeah, no, I'm
Bro.
going to say that. I'm just
Bro.
saying, listen. We
Bro.
made a decision. He don't believe it.
Mm,
I believe it. Ash don't believe it.
I believe
You
that they're
believe.
gonna get duppy, bro.
All right, so it's 3-on-1 right
Yeah,
now.
real
All right,
talk.
so,
Remember, Tyson allegedly could punch 45 kg
right,
per what's it called, square something
right.
or whatever it's called. I
Mhm.
forgot, what's that thing called? Pressure per something.
I don't know
Anyway.
about the punching machine thing. I get what you're saying. Go on.
Yeah. So a silverback gorilla can lift. Wait, did I already read that bit?
Yeah, you said about punching.
Okay. Yeah. So a silverback gorilla can lift up to 1,800 pounds and has a bite force of 1,300 pounds per square inch. Bite force. bro, this is mad. Like, skeleton structure adapted for dominance and survival in their natural habitat. Come on, man.
It's a different
This
kind
is
of
a
thing,
mad
bro.
thing.
Like, it's different. They fight.
Bro.
They're busy fighting lions and all that, like a regular. That's the regular
It's funny
day.
you should
You know
say
what I'm
lion.
saying? That's the
A
regular
bite
day.
stronger than a
A
lion,
lion. There you
bro.
go, bro. Man.
Fair
Let's
enough. I
leave it, man. We're
It'll
done,
kill most,
man.
man. It'll kill
You
most.
know what I'm saying?
Man,
Even
get
though
tired,
man
though,
out here killing animals, you get me.
That's
But
not even all 10, but I
that's
think
all
we should
10. Yeah.
move on to other things.
Go hit me up. What else you got
Yeah,
for me?
man.
You got something
Alright,
else?
so basically, how do you? What would be like if I say to you or you like, what would be the way to build a house? How do you start
From foundation.
from the foundation? Like that?
Mhm.
That's standard.
Mhm.
Alright, boom. Watch this.
Maybe from the plumbing. Ain't the plumbing got no under the foundation?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's basically from the bottom up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Pause.
Why for that?
All right, so if I say to you the word Analma, what does that mean to you?
I don't know.
No?
No,
What does it sound like? Does it sound
Sound
like
like
an
a
English word?
Like a
or...
girl's name,
Sound like a
Analima.
lie.
It's like a lie,
Huh?
Analima. Yeah, let's go,
Lie.
Analima, man. She look hot.
So basically, it's a Greek word.
Yeah.
In its original meaning is anything raised or supported, right? There's a tower called the Analma Tower.
Yeah.
There's going to be one in Dubai. There's going to be one in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this thing, the reason why I started off with like, how do you build a house or, do you know what I'm saying, certain structures, is because usually it's from the ground up.
Right.
This one is hanging from an asteroid in space.
heard about this.
Oh, yeah, I heard about
Right?
this. Yeah.
Now,
Still
the
crazy.
one in Dubai, right,
Crazy.
has
It's
like
crazy.
prayer room, like, you understand what I'm saying? Because it's obviously like, it welcomes Islam on a big
Yeah,
level.
Come on.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So basically, the architecture office, a New York-based architectural firm, has unveiled a groundbreaking proposal for the Analma Tower, a futuristic skyscraper concept that would be suspended from an asteroid placed in the geosynchronous orbit about Earth. Bro, this thing, so imagine the Khalifa Tower, but upside down, hanging from Earth, from the sky.
I ain't getting on that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's mad.
I ain't getting on that.
Nah, bro,
but-
I'm not getting on that.
But it's supposed to be like, you know, in the ice wall stuff. I reckon they, I don't know, they reckon they've got cities that float anyway and then stuff. There,
Ice Walls, I heard a man talking about this the other day.
Yeah, like, they've got cities that
You
float
know,
and all
what,
that.
so you believe the Earth is flat?
Yeah, I'm into that stuff.
See,
See, this one we'll get into a whole next thing.
Yeah.
I believe the Earth is flat.
I don't know.
I fly planes.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, the Earth ain't flat.
What? I was about to spot you, like, swear down.
What, you think there's an ice wall?
Bro, have you seen the old
Talk
maps?
to them
Have you
pilot,
seen
man.
the old maps?
Have you seen it? You've not seen anything like that. You've gone to Antarctica and all that stuff.
No, I'm saying to you, do you not...
Yeah, I've been to the ice walls. I've been to the ice walls. Yeah.
Alright, cool. This is my one question. I just want to ask you that
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, what time is it right now on your phone?
It's 7
7
16.
o'clock. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, 7:16.
I can't see outside, but it might be bright. But let me go on something quick. Yeah. Right now, in Jamaica, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, just gone midday.
Right.
In 3 hours, when it's dark here,
Yeah.
it's gonna be bright over there. We can
Right.
agree on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Explain that to me. I'm just asking you that.
No, I hear you. But from what I've seen this footage of basically the Earth from a certain height, right? And the sun doesn't actually orbit the Earth.
Yeah.
It goes around in a circle. So it does move. The sun does move.
Yeah.
So if the sun moves...
In between clouds and all that.
Yeah, in between clouds and all that. But the point is...
Explain the rainbow to me.
When the sun moves, depending on what part of the land you're on, you're going to get a different amount of sun. Certain places you're going to get no sun because it's not in that
But if
orbit.
the Earth is flat, 1 second. If the Earth is flat and the sun is above us, moving in around us,
Yeah.
how can one place see it and one place not if the Earth is flat?
Okay, so so if I shine a light like a candle, it's kind of dark, right? And I shine and I light a candle, right? There's gonna be a certain part of the room that's not getting no light at all. Am I wrong?
That's because the candle is in the same place as you, though. We're talking about an object hundreds of miles Up. Do you not believe it's up?
It's not 96 million miles away. Let's get that correct.
Huh?
It's not 96 million miles away.
So where is it?
It's closer than 96. It's not 96 million miles away. It's not that far away, like they're saying to us. I believe we're in a dome.
This is what
We're in a dome. We're in a dome.
This is in the
Like,
Bible.
that's why you see a rainbow and you only see, you can't see the end of the rainbow. You can only see the middle of it always. You never see the whole rainbow. You can only see like the middle. You can't see all of it.
That leads to one of my points. Yeah,
Like reflection and all that stuff. Like
we think this thing is so
I saw above it is
physical,
below.
yeah, and it's really not as physical as we think it is, bruv. Yeah, this we're spiritual beings having an experience of humans right now. You get so all of this space and this and the planet's flat and red, bro. It's none of that, bro. It's none of that. It's just what you're experiencing right now, bro. Everyone has different experiences. Everyone believes in different things. Everyone's reality suits their world that they created for themselves. You get me? So some people want to be in a dome, so they say they're in a dome. Some people say that the world is sphere because they want to. But you see all these planets, no one ain't gone to none of these planets. No one ain't gone to the moon. No one ain't gone to Mars. No one ain't gone nowhere except for here, bro.
You don't know if anyone's been to the moon.
I don't think no
man, come on,
I don't think no one's
man.
been to the moon.
When I was
Tim Foyle can't go to the moon, bro.
duped by the system.
Come on, Tim Foyle can't go to the moon. You should have seen that working and went to the moon. Why have not gone back to the moon in 2025? We've got more better stuff.
Bro, there's a
Come on, man,
female
stop it,
British
bro.
aero something whatever.
All them fake celebrities went to the moon. Fake when they went to space. It's so fake as hell.
They're
Come on,
getting a
man.
British woman ready to go back into space.
Cool, man, but ain't real.
Allegedly.
Man. Yeah, it's allegedly, man. Ain't real, man.
I don't think people understand that everything's like vibrational. You know, like some people believe in jinn, some people believe in spirits, some people believe in ghosts. Yeah, these are things that are unseen.
Listen, man.
But there's people have experienced them and seen them.
Listen.
You understand?
Let me tell you something.
A lot of the stuff that people are talking about and that they show us and that we think are real are just people's imagination.
Yeah, but like example, look.
They won't even cap.
A
A lot of it's people's imagination, but
why is there always UFO sightings always in America all the
argument.
time and like not hardly nowhere else? Hardly. You know what I'm saying? It's always America and they reckon that there's supposed to be a UFO, what do you call it? Attack supposed to be happening and all that, yeah? And all of a sudden we got all these UFO sightings happening. Like it's all to get a one world order. That's what they really want. 100%. So we sign a one world government. You understand where I'm coming from? And if we do that, that's when we're gonna be lost in space, bro. So I'm coming from. Like don't let them scam us into becoming because there's gonna be no UFO, nothing. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that we're the only living things?
No, I don't. I'm not saying UFO is a bad thing either. I'm just saying the way that they're using it is like in a way like, they're gonna be like against us or something. They're bad. When it could be just people that the regular, you know what I'm saying? It could be like, I don't know what it could be, but I reckon there's other people definitely more than us, bro.
So you reckon there's other humans?
It could be, bro. Why can't they be?
I don't reckon there's other humans because I think where we are what gives us life is very unique.
Right.
Obviously I believe the earth is round, so little things like if the earth was 0.1 miles per hour slower, we would freeze. If it was going too fast, life wouldn't. But I do believe there's something else.
But don't you attribute that to the Most High?
Yeah.
It says
You don't believe in God?
Yeah, I do have a Muslim.
You know what I'm saying?
We say a Muslim?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Ramadan, what's it? Eid's coming, isn't it?
We had one a few months ago.
No, but there's one coming.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another. I'm not a Ramadan. There's another.
Oh no, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Calm, man.
So boom.
Yeah.
Imagine now. I'm gonna tell the world a little something.
Right.
It was my birthday on the 10th of May.
Right.
So yeah, I turned 41. One of those ones, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so in Manchester, bruv, there was a mini like whirlwind.
Right.
On the 10th of May in Manchester. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Real talk.
Mad.
Now, we talk about climate change, we hear climate change, but what do we do about it? Individually, I'm talking about. Now, one thing I would say, it's like, some people think, the world's got too much pollution in it and all this manufacturing and there's nothing can be done. That's the mentality that what they want you to have. So when this planet, like, you know what I'm saying, self-destructs or whatever, then boom, they can move on to whatever they think they're planning. And they feel like they can build anything. With them in robots. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. Boom. So for me, it's about carbon footprint. Do the little what you can do. Small things like when you come out your room, switch off the light, you know what I'm saying? Turn on the tap. Don't waste too much water when you're washing up, boom, boom, boom. Because it's mad. Like, imagine I was walking down the road in Manchester and I saw that, I'd be like, rah. I thought them things that come in America only, you know, like that.
You know what's funny though, yeah? There's a documentary on Netflix, I gotta figure the name, but it's about, it's called Ocean Spiracy, yeah?
Oh, okay.
And this young brother from UK, he goes around the world and he's basically just trying to understand what's really going on with our oceans. And the biggest thing I've always thought was wrong with our oceans was plastic. That's the thing that they push in our face. Plastic. They've changed our straws. My drinks don't taste the same. Mashed up my drink.
Remember that? Yeah, remember the fact that it was a nice like cardboard thing.
Paper straw. Mashed up my drinks.
Try and drink the peanut punch with that.
It's a joke.
It's
dead. Cool. So this year he goes, yeah, and he's on the front line of where there's something called the Great Atlantic Garbage something, yeah?
Okay.
And basically, plastic makes up like less than 1% of the ocean's waste. So I'm thinking, what is it? Half of it is fishing equipment. So you see when they say all of these, when they finding plastic in the fish's bellies and these things, a lot of it is but less than 1% of it is plastic.
Okay,
Half for 50% of it is made up of fishing equipment. They don't tell us that. So a lot of these things about carbon footprint and these little things, go watch it. It's a bad boy documentary. He goes into other things.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's called Seaspiracy. He goes into the thing. You know when you got tuna.
Make sure everyone checks that out. Seaspiracy on Netflix. Yeah.
On tuna, when you buy tuna, it's got that safe for fishing sign on it.
Yeah.
That's meant to contribute to that. However many tunas they caught, I think only one fish died. But he shows you people can buy that. You can go buy that sticker. You can go get fish and kill 20 whales getting your tuna and just buy that sticker and put it on your product. You can buy it. It's a good documentary to go watch.
That's crazy.
This is my point, bro. See all of this. Everything that they tell us,
good man.
Everything that they make us believe is for a reason, isn't it? So a lot of the time, bro, it's when they create these narratives, it's to make it real. To make it real to you and to make it real to the masses, isn't it? Because you control what's real based on what you believe. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hear that. And they can make us believe anything, bro.
It's like saying about distractions. We talk about distractions today. I was saying to you about the whole point of distractions and that, saying just sorry to segue off that, but like to say like you know, as black people, we don't really too much into politics and all that stuff. I was saying like, but we get distracted by the city puff daddy talk, or this is going on over there, or this artist did this. Did you hear about that person got shot and all this dumb stuff? That's what we kind of worry about. We shouldn't be worrying about this kind of rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like our politics. You know what I'm saying? This kind of trash.
I love the way you dropped that, bro. Because you said that.
Shout out to Killer P for that as well, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, man.
And shout out to your son CP as well, man. Done already.
Because that was that when I heard that, man said, they've created, that's our politics. Black politics is stupid.
It's stupid shit. There's stupid stuff, you know?
Issues.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is happening with rappers and this is
this person got shot in their foot, this person done this one.
But these times we don't
everyone's
know
going
about
jail, this one
actually happening.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When the real stuff has been covered up, we don't really need to know. We're worrying about the rubbish that already even dying, but that's like their business. Don't get on with it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's why on this show, we're not talking about, around here, on this show, we're not going to come here and hear us talk about what these person, that person doing, because it's that their business, isn't it? And nobody in this world is perfect. That's what I hate about this world, right? Everyone thinks in this world that they're perfect, isn't it? Like they've never gone through nothing or they've done nothing wrong, right? And like you think you can sit there and talk about somebody else because whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like example, if somebody doesn't, like, let's say like you're not a person who gets gal or whatever have you, yeah? And this man's got bare gal and he's doing this thing, whatever. You can't really talk on that man because you don't know nothing about that lifestyle he's living. You know what I'm saying? Like it could do anything in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like people just stop talking about what people are doing. It's like it's kind of sad that we sit there at school. We used to go. Just one second. Look at you. But one day, remember at school, we used to go. Yo, you know, did you hear about? Did you hear about what happened to dinner? And you're a big grown person past 30, still saying, yo, did you hear about? You should go kill yourself, man. Real shit, man.
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry, man.
No, you don't need to kill yourself.
I went a bit far, but he's
I'm on my Henny stuff right now. Like, you are a sad person. You got to fix your life up. Like, if you're still worrying about what somebody said about you and you're grown, you got to sort your life out, man, for real, man. Because there's more important things to worry about out here that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you must get over that. Like, you must worry about the world. You got a world to stand on business for. It's a real fact, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was my little thing there.
So yeah, I was just being devil's advocate. I was just saying that in regard of talking about other things, do you not think people are entitled to an opinion or coming online. I see on my social media recently, there's a woman, I think her name's Natalie, she's got the Girl Spot Gym. And she's come up with a thing about her pricing, £120 a month. And bare people are talking on it. Like, every day I see this person. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes people are just chatting rubbish.
I wouldn't talk on it, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people... it's a girl thing. It's a girl. But I'm just saying, when something becomes relevant for us as a society, do you not think it is good to sit down and talk about it with your brethren?
Yeah, every something good, but I'm saying, but we all talk about everything's talking about, yo, the hair man got shot. Every last time that man got shot, that's what we all say. That's all. Our conversation all the time is always then kind of, did you hear about the rapper done this? That ain't the way to talk about stuff all the time. There's more things to talk about, like how we're talking about right here.
You see the Puff Daddy thing?
Yeah.
What they did though is they made it seem like where it isn't. If that makes sense. They made it focus on sexual stuff and free costs.
Listen, the main thing is all celebrities are doing the same thing. That's what you need to understand, right? And just using whatever he did something wrong against the powers that he's with, and they're doing them like this. That's it. I'm gonna say going into Puff Daddy stuff, man.
Opinions. Everyone can have opinions.
Everyone's got opinion, man.
I think it's fun to have an opinion.
But keep it to yourself sometimes.
Wait. I think it's fun to have an opinion, but I think it's a luxury. What are you doing? How are you affecting your world? How are you creating a better environment for the people in your world? Are you making a difference in the community?
What are you doing to even have an opinion? That's what you're trying to. You know what
No, but I'm saying it's cool to have an opinion. People are gonna have an opinion. No, it's cool to have an opinion, bro. And I think it's fun to have an opinion. But if all you have is an opinion, then that makes your opinion a bit like
weak,
pointless.
There's no substance.
Because what are you doing other than
than
thinking about what other people? You know, like
the thing that wait,
bro, let me finish, bro. Don't cut me. What I was gonna say is there's a line in the song when the man says, do you say things that come into existence, or do you just rap about other people's lives, or do you just think about other people's lives? What are your, because your words are spells, isn't it? So are you just talking badness on people's lives, or are your words actually bringing forth some type of viable fruits, bro, that people can actually benefit from? Do you get me? It's all cool to have an opinion. I like it. I like when people got an opinion, but sometimes when you hear people's opinions that are only sharing their opinion and not giving anything else, it's like, bro, no one cares.
Opinions are like arseholes, everyone's got one, bro.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Opinions are like arseholes, everyone's got one.
That goes into energies, bro.
Yeah.
You see like how you say words are spells? Bro, have you ever been around people, right, and you feel drained?
Yeah, every day.
And then other people, you come around them and you're like,
yeah, of course, all the time. But all the time, bro, all the time.
You're in the zone, you know.
People sleep and wake up bad energy straight away as soon as they wake up. You understand? Like, I hate people like that, bro. That's just annoying.
You feel refreshed.
Yeah,
when you're around people. Do you know what I'm saying? You learn something. Boom. So this is a thing now. This is going out to young people. Yeah, even my age group and even older, because I think that everybody can benefit from this. Laziness kills ambition. Anger kills wisdom. Fear kills dreams. Ego kills growth. Jealousy kills peace. Doubt kills confidence. Now hear this. Now I'm going to read it backwards. Ambition kills laziness. Wisdom kills anger. Dreams kill fear. Growth kills ego. Peace kills jealousy. And confidence kills doubt. So just like what you were saying before, spells, we need to reverse this thing, put this thing on his head, pause. But like, bruv, there's so much like what you're doing in your life now in comparison to what you was doing before. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We need to be moving forward.
Killer P said today,
U-turn on this thing.
Killer P said today, said to me, I said to him, but he said to me, "You're blessed, mum, yeah, with my blessings." I was saying to him, you got a man like, he said that we're blessed because, you know, it's really be less. And he goes, well, it's like, he's saying, like I thought about his real way, he says like, it's how you say it, and they like, do you believe that I'm telling you to be less when I'm telling you it? Then yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? But if that's not how you're saying it with the intentions of, that don't mean that. Like, tell man good morning, say about the good morning thing, and we shouldn't say morning because it means red and how they wrote it. But like, when you say it to somebody, still, what's intention? You mean it with a happy.
Exactly.
We don't mean it like I want it to die or nothing like that. I mean a really good morning waking up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so you know, but so like I said, what I said, I was like, sometimes we see it. Sometimes you might just see a bit too deep into some things as well.
Yeah, no,
it's all good being deep, but sometimes you might go too deep into it, like you're necking yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, I can't say word no more. I'm gonna stop saying I can't do this, and Nah, you have to comment for 1 second.
Yeah,
you know?
man. It's all symbolism, bro. It's just about understanding that. Be intentional with what you're saying, innit?
Yeah.
Not that you have to not say this or not say that,
yeah.
but just know that what you're saying makes a difference.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So
Positive.
talk and understanding that whatever comes out of my mouth is going to change someone's feelings or change someone's thought process. You get what I'm saying? Negatively or positively. You get me? Be conscious with your words. You get it?
Listen, I'm gonna drop one gem before and then, you know what I mean?
Go on.
Segue off. But because I did talk about it last time and we didn't really get into it properly. Yeah, because it's like, you see, I didn't really come up on the thing, but we was talking about that woman, like we said, like, I don't specifically know the country, what they said it was. I wish I knew the exact country, but I didn't get enough details. I just heard about what was going on and I got it from a specific place where I got it from. These people are detailed in getting stuff from there. So anyway, this woman, she works at a trucking place, wherever this trucking place is, whatever country it is. And she noticed one of the drivers came in that day and he was sweating crazy and acting weird and all that, you know what I mean? She's like, well, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's suspicious and that. So she looked around the back of the truck. She realized that it was open. Like, raw. So she just looked in there. She saw blood literally all on the inside of the truck.
That's mad.
There was also bin bags in there. Upon opening the bin bags, there was bits of children in pieces, limbs cut up in these bags, all right? Crazy, all right? After the woman found that, she went and reported it. And then suddenly she went missing. Then they found her 2 weeks later, cut up in pieces, with a note on her saying, this is what happens when you look in the wrong places. How crazy is that?
But you see, real talk, yeah? What was she doing fasting up in the van though?
She a truck inspector, what she does.
Nah, but...
She works at a trucking place, bro. What did I just say?
You're moving mad.
Yo, man, what did I just say? Like, what is there a woe for? Like, yo, start again now. You have to end that, because that's mad. Like, there is no question for that, bro. She works at a trucking place. She saw the man acting mad and saw blood in us. What are you talking about? What's she not supposed to do? Don't have a look in there.
No. But the thing is,
bro,
some
come on,
people
man.
take their job too
now I gotta cut that part out. No, it's not. She wasn't doing that, bro. She was just there's no segue to go to that.
Bro, if you're doing your job, yeah, you can do your job one way or you can do it to that like 150%.
But she said she noticed the guy moving funny. You can't help that.
Police? Do you understand what I'm saying?
He said if she never get too involved,
bro,
she would still be alive.
When I'm working my certain positions, I'm not trying to do it to be like Captain Save everybody.
You just described the whole thing I was saying, bro. That was the realest thing I was telling you, and you just said that she made a mistake, yeah?
Because she took it too far.
Why?
Because
it's her job to inspect.
Go home.
It's her job to inspect trucks.
Fair enough. But bro, she still wants to go home.
Man, stand on business, man.
I'm standing on my business too.
Listen,
but it's not. I don't understand why you don't see what happened. That's bad. Like
he can't. He don't care though.
Kids in the back of the car don't matter.
Huh?
Some kids got chopped back in the car. They don't matter.
Bro, that's not the point. The point is,
so
what she should have done. Yeah, I'm
gonna
be honest with you. I've had certain situations when I'm working, yeah, and there's certain things that I don't have the capacity to deal with, so I'll escalate it. If I know that there's something dodgy going on, remember she's a female, you know. What did she think she was gonna find? Gold, diamonds, and take them home? I don't understand.
I'm confused.
So then, boom, she's gone and taking it to the next dimension, turned into detective CIA agent, and now she's looking for
this is her job.
No, that's not the point. She should have escalated it. As soon as she saw the man moving dodgy,
this is mad.
She could have spoke to somebody like a male member of staff. Oh, you know what? That guy's moving mad.
But she reported it.
She reported it?
Yes.
Yeah, but then...
They found her chopped up in pieces with a note on her saying, you should never look in the wrong places. What happened when you look in the wrong places?
So hold on. This is exactly what he's saying. So he's saying what the note said. I don't agree.
Yeah,
I agree with what you're saying.
Because I understand. You're on the man side chopped up in pieces. That's your side.
Bro, I'm on no one side. I'm on the side of, look,
I'm confused. I'm so shocked that you don't get what you think that she did something wrong. That's the part that gets me.
It's not. Let me say this. It's not that I feel like she done something wrong. What I'm saying is sometimes you get people that in certain situations, these things are the reality. You see here, we're at the luxury of if I'm at work and I see a man do something wrong, I can go tell my manager, my man's not going to do nothing. He's not. But you see these other places,
certain countries,
it's funny. I go back to Spiracy. Go watch that. You see the same people that were buying the sticker, There's meant to be people from that company that are meant to be on board the boats watching what's really going on.
Make sure that
they're getting duppied. Some of them are getting duppied, bro. What do you mean you're going to tell them that man's killed 2 extra whales this week? So you see sometimes in these third world countries, that's
even
you got to keep my phone quiet.
It happens in all these worlds.
I get it. I get it. Listen, no. Listen, you 3 men ain't ganging up on me like this.
I agree with you though. Let me say my part. Let me say my part. Because I agree with you. Before you started going in your little tantrum.
Yeah, I got a tantrum. Good.
The reality is, she did her job, innit? Her job is to inspect Ross Clark trucks. And she inspected the truck and found dead bodies. And
and did the right thing.
It's not her fault. She followed protocol. Wait. She followed protocol. The point that Henny's trying to make is that even when she followed protocol, did the right thing, the authorities didn't protect her and they let her get chopped up. That's the point.
That's the point.
The point is wrong. You can't do the right thing for doing the wrong thing.
I get what Danny's saying. He said, if that was me, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have left that.
You get me? But everyone ain't from the walk of life that we're from. Some people,
I could let that slide.
Some people, you know, like, wait. We're not talking about kids on that right now. We're talking about this woman. Some people get jobs to get paid and do their job and go home. Some people want to do the job that they applied for, bro. She wants to be an inspector.
She wants
to be a truck inspector.
Let's say you lot all individually work there. Right. You've seen what's happened to this woman. A month down the line, you see a man moving bookie. What are you going to do?
Bruv, I'm taking my break, bro. I'm taking my break.
Broski said he's out.
I'm taking my break, blood. I'm alright, blood.
Man said he's done out here.
The one thing I wanted to mention today, because we was talking about politics and people not really knowing nothing about real politics, what's happening in the actual world, only about what's happening in bullshit cases. You get on that, diddies and that. So what I wanted to say is that I was in the chip shop. It was random times, bro. I was in the chip shop with my daughter, and I was looking on and they got the big screen, and they always got the news on. You feel me? And then I see that Saudi and Trump did major deals. You get me? So Trump just received 1.5 billion in dollars from Saudi. You get me? What do you man think that's for? What do you man feel? How do you man feel about that?
That's a way to show some serious allegiance. Bro.
Like,
don't get me wrong.
That's serious stuff, bro. That's like the empire's joining forces.
What it boils down to me, what I hate is arms.
Yeah, that's what it's for, though.
That's what I'm saying. I hate arms, man. Real talk. And like people say like for World War III. I don't think it's gonna be like a physical World War III. I think it's a psychological thing, you know. Bare mind games, putting this in the atmosphere, putting that in the atmosphere, COVID, wipe out a couple of them there, do this, do that, wipe out a couple of them there. You understand what I'm saying, big man? Like, I don't think it's going to be a physical thing. I think it's a stress thing.
I told you about the fungi coming out.
Financial warfare, I think.
That too. No, that too. That brings on stress.
You see Trump pop everyone's taxes and tariffs and these things.
Yeah. Raw talk.
Well, they got a new fungi coming out that's going to be flesh eating. Yeah.
See it there?
I got a new flesh eating fungi coming out. Yeah. It's going to like, it will eat your flesh. That's what it's saying.
Swear down.
Got it right here, bro. No jokes. You said, because you mentioned that thing about it could be a different kind of war this time. It could be like that kind of war. You know what I'm saying? I feel you with that.
All of that big.
See, look. Experts say fatal flesh-eating fungi will spread due to warmer climate.
See, back to the climate change thing. Oh,
well, we're like shout out to Killer P again. Weather wars. I didn't think about you saying, but imagine that all countries already having weather wars with each other. Yeah, one's giving you more ice on this one's getting tornadoes over there. This one, how you know it's not coming from another country, getting them the tornadoes, and they got.
They can do stuff like that.
The weather machines, they got that stuff, you know.
They manipulate in Dubai.
They've been had that.
Can I just say something to you lot though? You lot believe there's weather wars, but you lot don't believe they can go to space.
No, but there's a
that's-
strap
that's-
for it,
that's-
man.
that's-
I believe we live in a dome.
I don't believe they went to
I
space.
believe we live in a dome, so you
But
can't get out of
I'm
it.
just saying,
That's what I'm saying.
If the man don't want to say that technology is that mad,
Yeah.
you gotta be all the way. You can't pick and choose. That's what's the point.
Yeah, but I don't think there is. I don't think they've gone to space.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think they've
saying.
gone to space.
Weather's different. You can
I
control
think
weather. They
they
can
set
mess with it. They
things
can
up
do
to
certain
the
things and
atmosphere and
you know what I'm saying.
Stratosphere, there's different levels of
I don't
state.
think.
But when you get on a plane, do you know how high you are in the sky?
Yeah, and you're still not near space.
You're not that far.
How far?
How do you know? You been there?
When you go to Jamaica,
I've been to Jamaica before.
You're playing cruises at 38,000 feet.
Yeah, you're still not in space.
It's still not in space, bro.
Okay, you're just before the outer.
But how do you know? Because they say. That's what they say. It's still what they say. It's not a fact.
True.
Everything you know is what they say.
True.
You understand? Remember that. Your whole life growing up in school, listen to what they say. I found out the other day that the Titanic wasn't even what already happened. I had some big boats flew missiles at that. Listen, it's all fake. That was all fake as well. There was no hanging on no door. No one was that. Never. All that never happened. There was a neck. The people said they were on a different boat, and they saw the real woman said she saw missiles going at the fake Titanic thing, blew it up and that. No one was on there. Yes, I come from it. It was for it was some money making scheme thing. It was about like, bro, like everything we listen to in this world is what they say. Remember that? Man. It's all what they say.
And even if it ain't, the point is it could be. As much as real as we take
could
everything,
be. Yeah,
it could be.
It's just that it could be. It
as
could not.
fake as real as we think it is.
It could be real, but
it could be fake.
You understand? That's what you
so
remember.
believe half of what did they say.
The sun's
believe
90
half of
million
what,
miles away.
Believe
How
half
do
of what you
measure
see and none of what you
96
hear.
million miles? Well, get out my face.
Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. That's what they tell you. You get me?
True.
And I get that.
Yeah.
You get me? You can believe in whatever you want, fam, but nothing is
things
fact.
with a pinch of salt.
Salt, man. You
Do
can't
your
believe-
research,
you
but
gotta,
take things with a pinch of salt because you can't believe everything.
Okay, so we're back again, man. How you feeling? Everyone good?
Good, man.
Had a quick little
Amazing,
break. They know we got to do 1, 2, 1, 2. But anyway, man. So yeah, man. So last time I was here, I was talking about the blackouts in the different countries
Europe,
in Spain and all this, like all around Europe and that, right? So imagine this now. I get to find out that they're saying in a few months from now, supposedly we're going to have blackouts in the UK too. How you feel about that?
When you say blackouts, like what?
So I'm talking like no, your bank card don't work. I'm talking like there's no internet. I'm talking like blackout, power gone,
No electric.
no electric, nothing.
That's mad. What they're saying that's gonna happen?
This is gonna happen. They reckon it's gonna happen in the next
Why?
few months. I don't know.
It's been happening in
It's
Europe.
happening in Europe already. Yeah.
What's the purpose? Like, what's the?
I don't know. We don't
That's
know.
the thing.
We don't know. That's the thing
They're
we're
talking about. What did they say? Something about phenomenon.
Yeah.
Natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so they're not really
they
giving
still
man
like the whole lot of
ins and
detail.
outs of why it
You
happened.
know what I'm
They
saying?
said this is what just happened.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a bit mad.
Yeah.
And it happened recently. It's
Yeah.
like when we shot the first podcast, it was like that
it was
week.
just happening right then. Yeah.
And I didn't see nothing about it on the news. or
Exactly.
They
What I'm
wouldn't.
saying,
It's
that's
not
the
their
point.
agenda.
This is what stand-on business is about. You understand where I'm coming from? And then like also now we're talking about robots last week. We were saying about there's robot strippers and that, right? Well, this week now I found out that in China they got robot doctors and nurses now that come up to you and give you your medicine or find out what's wrong with you and check your temperature and all that kind of stuff. It's in hospitals right now, happening right now as we speak.
That's mad.
Doing the
Crazy.
vitals,
The
man.
AI, this new AI thing is.
It's going it's gone mad now. It's gone mad, bro.
Certain people getting degrees using AI.
Right.
100%.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because it writes their thing for them, writes their whole thing
thesis.
for them. Yeah, writes all their stuff for them, yeah.
No.
That's
How do you feel about that?
bonkers, blood.
Boy, what are you doing? You can get
So would you
So
rather
6 years from now, you go
doctor?
to a doctor and that person got their degree.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Would you rather
Yes.
a robot or a doctor that got their degree from ChatGPT?
I prefer the robot, bro.
Bro, I don't like any of them. So
I don't
I don't like.
But that's gonna be your
I've never
choices.
been a doctor, man. I don't go. I'll be real with you. I don't really go doctor like that. So once in a blue moon, I go doctor. I don't do doctor. I try to heal myself, bro. Everyone knows what what need to do to themselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's down to people to make decisions. You got to stay healthy, man. Your health is your wealth. That's the truth, innit? So I'm coming from. If you got to go gym, man, not always just lifting weights, but being healthy, being physically fit, be able to run, eating right. You know what I'm saying? I changed my diet from I no longer eat chicken or any type of meat anymore. You know what I mean? We'll say pause and that whatever, but I only eat fish now. Fish and veg. I only eat brown rice and salad and you can say it's boiled, but I love it. I think it's nice. You know what I mean? I like the turmeric on it as well. That makes it nice as well. You know what I'm saying?
Eat clean, man.
The juice I drink right now, I boil up ginger in a pot, put turmeric in it, Sometimes I put a green tea bag in there, and then and I have that. I drink that proper. You know what I'm saying? I mean like real ginger. I drink it all day long, so I drink. You know where I'm coming from? And that cleans the system out. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff like that. So that's a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
One day, I think what we should do is like have a session where we do like a healthy meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, show how we.
You can cook though. You can cook.
I can.
I mean, we're teaching you.
I come out.
You can't cook, you know.
Yeah, but.
No.
I'm only cooking meals that I think is healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the idea the other day. I would like to design a protein shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a sick idea.
You know what I'm saying? And
what was it?
Don't say it on here. No, okay. You're gonna try to keep your idea to yourself, bro. That was a great idea, though.
I'm gonna keep that one. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that was really what I was talking about for this week, man. Also, one last thing before I go, man. How you not feel about mermaids, man?
What do you mean mermaids?
Because there's a lot of stuff talking. There's a lot of talking about mermaids out here.
Fucking mermaids.
There is, man. Listen. Before you say that, let me tell you why I mentioned it in the first place.
Mad.
That's what you think, man. But
this is mermaids.
Yes, bro. I did say mermaids.
I'll be real though. You see this yardie thing? I don't know if you're a yardie, if you're a Jamaican.
Go on.
Yeah, but the Jamaicans, if you know about the culture, they be saying about mermaids.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
When they're hold on, let me finish. When they're doing the magic thing and they're doing all of that guzzle juju thing, that's what they're talking about, leaving stuff for the mermaid. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've heard it. You get me? I don't say I believe in it. I know.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Don't believe in the mermaids?
No, let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Hold on, he asked me a question, bro. Let me just.
Please.
I started the question to get to finish it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell me the thing. You know what I mean? Go on.
I don't believe in mermaids. None at all, man. But I've seen certain things on the internet, like to do with Jamaica, where they're saying like, this is a wild reach, but they're saying that ackee and swordfish, you know the swordfish? Yeah. They're saying that swordfish is mermaid.
Hey, man, you need to one more head
Listen. You can say what you want to say, man.
You want some ackee and mermaid? What ackee and mermaid? Yo, don't piss him off, you know.
We never hear that yet.
No.
Go on YouTube.
Jerk chicken, oxtail, escovitch fish, ackee and mermaid.
With dumpling and pear.
With dumpling and fried dumpling and that, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Listen, apparently, right? Apparently they're saying, look, the rich people, the higher level people, that people that go out and catch these mermaids, that's what they eat. That's what they eat.
Oh my God.
Bro, you think I'm lying to you, but I can show you the video evidence of this. Not I'm lying to you.
So you say mermaid, half woman, half fish?
Half man, half fish, half woman, half fish. Not just woman thing. So it's like they got like a mermaid. Bro, listen, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think it's real or not? Innit?
Okay,
in my opinion, I think it's real, innit? Yeah, but if you don't, I do, man.
Okay.
From what I've seen and what I've got to, all the information I've got to gather up, I've seen. But next time I come, I'm going to come with some
proper.
Yeah, but obviously, we know that Fifi's going to throw in a little check.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Man. Shout out to Fifi, man. I know Fifi's got my back on this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man can put in these little things.
Yeah.
That's what we're streaming live. But let's get big. No, we'll get big at this thing first, then we start doing the streaming thing, then we can say, yeah.
I said a WhatsApp group chat, so the things you're talking about, man can send in the group chat. So previously, before we come on the thing,
and that's what he usually does. He usually sends me all the stuff he's talking about. He didn't send me the mermaid.
Yeah, I just want to come with a surprise one.
He didn't send me the mermaid.
Because listen, man, like, I believe one thing in this world, right? They show us everything in plain sight is for us to take up what you think is real and what's not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got to understand that nothing they get on a movie or anything is from nowhere. Like, we discussed about the horror movies the other day, yeah? We were saying about, now, I used to love horror movies when I was a kid, right? But I can't watch stuff like Human Centipede. I can't watch stuff like, what's that one I said to you? What's that?
Jaws.
No, not Jaws, man. Come on.
No.
Saw.
Yeah, that's it.
Because these are not somebody's thoughts. Somebody's done this stuff. There's somebody somewhere who's psycho like that. Do you understand?
Someone from somewhere, basically.
They got that from somewhere, basically. That isn't just like a horror movie. This is why the idea, man, no, someone's done this. And they said, wow, that'd be a sick movie. You know where I'm coming from? So like, yeah, man, I just don't know, man. I feel like some of this stuff is a bit crazy. The world shows us bare things in plain sight. Even how the world is said at the worst, if it's round or not, if you can go different dimensions, whatever. There's movies that we talk about this stuff blatantly. You be like, there's a film called Lucy, right? That film Lucy's deep, bro. If you hear what stuff that she talked about in Lucy, you be like, about how we don't use all of our brain and all this stuff. And all that stuff. And it's like,
and she turns into a USB.
Yeah, and it's like, it's mad though.
No.
Go check it out,
Okay,
man.
it's because what that does,
Lucy, yeah.
it signifies unlimited information.
Yes, yes.
And that's what we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're unlimited information that's able to express itself unlimitedly.
Bro, on that level, yeah, did you know that Microsoft has figured out a way to put coding onto genes? Because
I
one
heard that now.
genetic strand
I heard
has
that.
like trillions upon trillions upon trillions of like what's it, data?
Yeah.
Bro, it's mad.
It's mad.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Mad. It's getting mad.
Do you feel me?
My G.
My bro.
Done already. My brother already.
Come on.
Listen, man, all I gotta say is that I'm proud of this podcast right now. It's only our second episode, you know what I mean? And there's gonna be a lot more to come, you know what I'm saying? But we just keep up the great work that we're doing right now. This is the Stand On Business podcast. So before we leave and we end the thing now, we're gonna end it. This is the Stand On Business.
Stand On Business.
Stand On Business Show.
You get me?